I'm trying to keep my identity politics straight, Steffi. Which side's allowed to say whatever they want and which side isn't? I mean, this is when the First Amendment only applies to the right kind of people. Tell your right-wing loved ones, yes, green card holders have the right to free speech. The First Amendment doesn't say that citizens have a right to free speech. It's a limit on the government suppressing your speech, and the government doesn't get to do it to anybody.
Hi, John. Hi.
Listen, I hope you guys are all okay. I know we're all really upset. I know it's a tragic week. We never thought this would happen. But yeah, Southwest Airlines has no longer let checked bags fly for free. I saw that. We're reeling from this news. This is not the America we thought we were going to grow up in, guys.
Exactly. No, I expect quality from that Greyhound with wings, and I am pissed.
Can I just say, I can't wait till it's summertime when MAGA's blaming Joe Biden for all these stupid tariffs he forced on us. I can't wait.
John. Well, so,
oh, my God.
Yeah, we've been talking.
By the way, I can't stay too long because I have a hot audition today. My agent submitted me for a Tesla commercial that's shooting on the White House lawn. I'm totally excited.
You must be crazy with these prices. Okay.
Healthy.
What? Yeah. That's East Coast, right, Crazy Eddie?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's New York.
Yes.
That's New York.
Ours is Cal Worthington and his dog Spot, but that became national because
you're the Pet Boys.
Danny Mo and Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very exotic to me as a New York kid visiting California in my teens for the first time. You didn't have Crazy Eddie or Tom Carvel. But
Pudgy the Whale.
Tom Carvel. I grew up with Carvel. That was my
Cookie Puss.
You're a New York girl. You're a New York girl too.
Yeah. All right. So blah blah blah. You actually were on another podcast talking about the Khalil case. You said why this is not about anti-Semitism and fits into Trump's wider assault on the right to dissent. I mean, here's one of the headlines, John. People are now removing Jewish protesters from Trump Tower in New York City for protesting the arrest and detainment of green card holder.
Best story of the year.
Thank you. Again, here's a quick tip for you, pro tip. The side with the swastikas is not the side that supports Jewish people, right?
Correct.
And by the way, we called Chuck Schumer a lot of names this morning, but to call him a Palestinian is so just gross and despicable. Half his family was slaughtered in the Holocaust, and Trump is...
Well, that's why it's amazing.
And by the way, Trump uses Palestinian like a pejorative, right?
He uses Pocahontas as a slur, too. Yeah. It's nothing strange for him. If you're not white, it's open game. Look, here's the deal. The best thing I've seen has been the Jews for Peace protesting in Trump Tower yesterday because Jews should care about what's happening to Mahmoud Khalil. Yeah, and everyone should. Conservatives should. This is where we can get our conservative and our libertarian brothers and sisters over here because the government will not stop lying. And they say they want to do this to deport more college students. Trump lied and said he was a terrorist sympathizer and a paid agitator. Marco Rubio lied and said he was a Hamas supporter. Fox News played footage of this guy denouncing anti-Semitism last year. Fox News played it. And this come days after Trump said he was going to ban illegal protests. Trump is responsible for the most illegal protests we've ever seen, and he pardoned all the offenders on day one. Mahmoud Khalil is not a terrorist, not an illegal alien. There's no proof he's a paid agitator. He never gave support. He's never committed crimes. And they're saying, well, he's aligned with Hamas. But he's not. You know who is? The Trump White House. They announced last week they're talking directly with Hamas. Yeah. So if we don't like anti-Semites...
Behind Israel's back. I mean, you said of him calling Schumer a Palestinian. Ask your Muslim-hating MAGA friends to cite a more anti-Semitic public comment by any U.S. POTUS in history. I mean, again, he's the guy that dines at the White House with neo-Nazis.
Thank you. With Nick Fuentes. I'm trying to keep my identity politics straight, Steffi. Which side's allowed to say whatever they want and which side isn't? I mean, this is when the First Amendment only applies to the right kind of people. Tell your right-wing loved ones, yes, green card holders have the right to free speech. The First Amendment doesn't say that citizens have a right to free speech. It's a limit on the government suppressing your speech, and the government doesn't get to do it to anybody.
John, I said this before the election. Whoever you hate, Trump is your guy. You know, if you hate, Muslims and you for a Muslim ban and or you like him because he hangs out with Nazis and whether it's in Charlottesville or defends them, he hates everyone.
Yes,
right? I mean,
and as George Harrison said, as long as you hate, there will be people to hate. But in this instance, it's another area where we have to lead and make the Democratic Party follow, because only 14 Democrats signed the letter, including my new favorite Congresswoman, Latifah Simon, who, if you haven't booked her yet, she is the real deal. She is blind. She is Muslim. She's a single mom. She was on food stamps growing up. She was a blind widow of a baby, and now is in the United States Congress. She's a hero. Jared Moskowitz, who I love, voted to censure Al Green last week, and then he came out and he said, if you're here on a tourist visa going to a Hamas rally, then you shouldn't be here anymore. I love Jared Moskowitz, but the guy wasn't here on a tourist visa. He wasn't going to a Hamas rally. Right. This is all preemptive intimidation, guys. Here's the thing. What's the one thing we can predict more than a measles outbreak under RFK? College protests against Donald Trump.
Yeah.
All this is because this guy broke no laws. He's scaring.
Yeah. By the way, where are the Genocide Dawn protesters? Which is,
thank you.
Who is actually assisting a genocide in Gaza?
No. Now he says that Palestinians can stay. This week he believes they get to stay now. I mean, there's no plan.
It's just incoherence on every subject. Tariffs, anything.
Chaos.
I'm getting whiplash. I'm like,
yes.
Between him and his evil stoned elf with the cars.
This is the point. Speaking of Nazis, this is the point of the show where we agree totally with J.D. Vance that Trump is America's Hitler. You are right, J.D. Vance, and you are exactly wearing the right amount of eyeliner.
Oh yes.
It looks natural. It looks natural.
Right.
Don't worry.
Yes, Donald Trump advertising the sale of his biggest donor's car in 2025 sounds an awful lot like Adolf Hitler advertising the sale of his biggest donor's car in 1938. And there's
correct.
The pictures that actually, okay, hold please. 53 days after the inauguration, Trump has implied he intends to invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. This draws striking similarities to Day 53 of the Hitler regime. On Day 53, the Enabling Act of 1933 was passed. This segment brought to you by...
The Hitler Burger, the Hitler Burger. I go now to the Hitler Burger to get myself my lunch.
Okay.
Except for the Alien Act, we have to legally be in a declared war for it to be applied, and America hasn't legally declared war in 84 years.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Oh, hey there, it's Stephanie Miller. If you're like me and you love sharp political insight, pointy, you like it pointy and sharp, bold opinions, and a touch of humor to make sense of these crazy times, have I got some fantastic news for you. The Political Voices Network is now on Substack. This is your new go-to for the best in independent media. We're talking about my show streaming daily with episodes on demand, the fearless of journalism of Brian Karem, the brilliant side-splitting satire of John Fugelsang, the unrelenting working class advocacy of Rick Smith, and so much more. Here's the best part. Subscribing is so easy. You can join for free or go to the extra mile. Support these incredible independent voices by signing up for a full subscription starting at just $8. You'll get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and a chance to directly fuel fearless, unfiltered media. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the movement keeping truth alive in an era of corporate media overload. Every subscription helps, especially yours. One more time, that is politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Sign up now. Do it.